and the Harmon family, his Eagle Court of Honor. What a great evening this certainly is to celebrate Cedros. So before we begin, just a little scouting history. Back in 1907, when Baden-Powell called to order the first scout group on Brownsea Island in England, he called this new experience to order by blowing a cuckoo horn. Now, I sent Baden-Powell a message and asked him to come and join us tonight to blow this kudu horn. He told me he wasn't available, but he said JC has a beautiful kudu horn that would be happy to do it in my place. So we will call this Eagle Court of Honor to order with JC and the kudu horn.
I've blown a lot of things in my life, and I'm sure I can blow this tonight too. Whether it comes out or not, I don't know. But we'll give it a shot and see. That worked? That's great.
JC and Baden-Powell are very proud of that as well. All right, we will begin with the presentation of colors, and that will be by Blade Harmon, Evan Harmon, and John Patterson. Following the presentation of colors, we'll have an opening prayer by Veronica Harmon.
Color guard attention. Will the audience please rise? Color guard forward march. Salute. Color guard halt. Please repeat the Pledge of Allegiance with me.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Toast the colors of the state flag. Wait,
The flags.
Two. Color guard at ease. The audience may sit.
Please stand with a scout oath of love.
Everyone?
Yes.
On honor, I will do my best to do my duty
I have no idea.
to God and my country, and to obey the scout law, to help other people at all times, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. A scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent.
The words to this song are in your program. I'll attempt to play some music
a special presentation tonight. It's a live eagle, and that will be taken care of by Debbie Peterson with Hawkwatch International.
Thank you. Good afternoon. She weighs 10 pounds, so that's like a gallon of milk on the end of your fist. So I'm kind of a wimp. So anyway. Well, my name is Debbie Peterson, and I represent Hawkwatch International and Sky King Birds. And it's a pleasure to be here tonight to honor Cedros for reaching the rank of Eagle, Scouting's highest rank. Where'd Cedros go?
Right there.
Oh, right there. I was like, okay. Congratulations, Cedros. I'm also a mother of Eagle Scout, so I know firsthand the work that you've had to put into this great accomplishment, Scouting's highest rank. So that's a great accomplishment. So this is Liberty, and she's wearing a hood, and it's a tool used in falconry, which is the ancient art of hunting with trained birds of prey dating back 2,000 years BC. The hood is designed specifically for her. It keeps her calm while she's in transport, and it also protects her eyes. Liberty is a bald eagle, and they get their name. The word bald is Old English. It means white-headed eagle. And she lives in captivity because she has a right wing injury. She was actually electrocuted in Montana when she was about 3 years old. She was taken to a wildlife rehabilitator. The goal was to get her back out into the wild again, but unfortunately the efforts were unsuccessful. And since Liberty can no longer fly, she lives her life in captivity. Sky King, she's so bad for my hair. Sky King has her under the authority of the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Services. And she is used to teach others about eagles throughout the communities. All bald eagles in captivity are injured, and it is illegal to have an able-minded bald eagle in captivity. It's also illegal to captive breed bald eagles. So many strict laws surrounding bald eagles. There are actually only 2 eagle species in North America: the bald eagle and the golden eagle. The golden eagle is found worldwide in the northern hemisphere above the tropics, whereas the bald eagle is unique to North America and naturally found nowhere else. That fact, in addition to their strength, courage, independence, and fierce beauty, inspired our founding fathers to choose the bald eagle to represent our country as its national bird in 1782. Not becoming official until 1789, the year George Washington was inaugurated as our country's first president. North American Indian tribes also revered the bald eagle. They believed that eagles were the messengers to the gods, and that their prayers were conveyed to the gods by eagles. While holding Liberty, a Navajo woman approached me carrying her sick baby and asked if she and the baby could touch the eagle, which they did, as she offered a prayer in Navajo. So that tradition is still held to this day. Eagle feathers were awarded to Indian braves for acts of heroism and courage. You might say they were similar to the rank advancements and merit badges in the scouting. Okay, I've really got to change my hairspray. Well, how much time do we have tonight? Bald eagles played a role in the very founding of our nation. During one of the first battles of the Revolution, the early morning noise disturbed some eagles living in the area. They flew from their nests and began circling and shrieking over the heads of the men who were fighting below. The patriots took great courage in that fact, exclaiming that even the eagles were shrieking for their freedom. Many years later, in 1862, an Indian chief from the Flambeau tribe captured a young bald eagle in the Chippewa Valley of Wisconsin. Today, under the Eagle Protection Act, that capture would result in a $5,000 fine and a 1-year prison term. That eagle was eventually sold to the Eagle Company, 8th Wisconsin Infantry, given the name Old Abe after Abraham Lincoln, and taken into war, serving as the infantry's mascot. Remarkably, Old Abe survived rebel sharpshooters in 36 battles over 3 years, again offering hope and encouragement to the men who were fighting in the Civil War. So eagles represent freedom. They represent liberty. Unfortunately, because of habitat loss and destruction, illegal shooting, and chemical pollution of their food source, the bald eagle was reduced to under 1,000 individuals in the lower 48 states and placed on the endangered species list. The good news is on June 28, 2007, they were taken off that list. And now it's estimated there are about 10,000 bald eagles in the lower 48 states, with a total of 70,000 throughout the whole of North America. Alaska is home to about half that number, or 35,000. So not only is the eagle doing better, but it shows us we're able to clean up and repair our environment, enact strict laws and regulations with stiff fines and penalties. And today we hear a lot about taking care of our environment, about being green. And to me, scouting has always taught about conservation. And I think of a scout as being not only friendly, but friendly to nature and the environment as well. Bald eagles are powerful predators who can catch and kill prey many times their size. However, they can only lift up to 1/3 their weight in flight in their powerful feet and talons, which can exert up to 400 pounds of pressure per square inch. That's equivalent to the grip of 10 men, with enough force to drive a nail into concrete. They feed on a variety of prey, including amphibians, birds, invertebrates, including insects, reptiles, and mammals, but their favorite food is fish. So you'll always find bald eagles living near water. They'll swoop down, grab the fish out of the water in their feet and talons, and continue right on in flight. However, if the fish is too heavy, being excellent swimmers, they'll use their powerful wings as oars and swim to shore while carrying the fish in their feet and talons, demonstrating determination, resourcefulness, and self-reliance, the same qualities that Cedros exhibited as he completed merit badges requirements at varying degrees of interest and difficulty as he worked toward the rank of eagle. Eagles have many good qualities. They're loyal, and that they mate for life. They have no enemies. And the interesting fact is, as in most birds of prey, the males are 1/3 smaller than the females. Liberty is a female. We estimate her to be about 38 years old. She can live over 50 in captivity, 30 to 35 in the wild. Eagles have wingspans anywhere from 6 to 8 feet. And bald eagles can fly up to 135 miles, they can fly up to 45 miles an hour, but they can super dive up to 100 miles. We are fortunate we can see bald eagles right here in Utah. Some live in the state year-round, but the best time to see bald eagles is in winter, right now. Each winter, hundreds of bald eagles migrate into Utah. They arrive around the 1st of November. They stay until the end of February. These eagles come from Alaska to spend the winter in Utah. One of the best places to see bald eagles is at the Farmington Bay Bird Refuge. Then they leave around the 1st of March to go back to Alaska. These eagles don't just get good luck and find their way back. They know exactly where they're going, for the eagle will return to the very same nest that they used the year before. People ask if eagles are very intelligent. All I can say is I sure can do that. And just think, if you enjoy fishing, they know every good fishing hole between Utah and Alaska. Like the bald eagle, Cedros too, he doesn't happen to get good luck and earn the rank of eagle. He also knew exactly where he was going. I've always loved eagles, and just think, what would it be like to be an eagle? Soar on your own wings, to never need a road map or GPS, just know your way, to never experience getting stuck in freeway traffic, and to have vision up to 9 times greater than ours. So to put that in perspective, if your vision was as good as hers, you could read the print on your cell phone the length of a football field. In addition, they have 2 focal points in their vision called fovea, allowing them to see both distance and peripheral or side vision at the same time. They can also see more colors on the color spectrum than humans. So I think if I were to trade places with any animal, I'd probably want to be an eagle. And eagles can soar thousands of feet in altitude, but they don't reach those great heights alone. They utilize lift and assistance from thermals and updrafts. Similarly, Cedros did not earn the rank of eagle by himself either. He also had lift and assistance from parents, dedicated leaders, family, and friends as he worked toward the rank of eagle. It takes a bald eagle about 5 to 8 years to get the complete white head and tail. Before that, they have brown head and tail feathers that are very similar to golden eagles. I like to think they have to earn those white feathers, and in nature, it is survival of the fittest, and only the eagle that continues to work hard will make it. Similarly, Cedros has many more years of life ahead of him, where he continue to apply the skills and principles of discipline he acquired as year in the rank of eagle, benefiting not only his life, but those within his circle of influence. So whenever I see an eagle, I think of it as more than just an eagle. I think of it as a symbol of freedom and liberty, a symbol of the very best, which is why I think Scouting chose the eagle to represent its highest rank. Not every scout becomes an eagle. It says something about the person who earns that award. So again, like the eagle, Cedros has had to work hard. You might say he's passed the test, so he represents the very best. You might think that Liberty here is a tame eagle. Actually, never do tame eagles are always wild, and I've been handling her for about 13 years, and she still is trying to kill me. So she's not going to get tamed anytime soon. We know scouts are trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, clean, reverent, but they also brave. We got to find out if Cedros really does deserve the rank of eagle and have him pass his bravery test with Liberty. Are you up to that, Cedros?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. If you want to come right here beside me, over here.
Look at that beak, Cedros. Think about it.
Okay, so I'm going to put her close to you. So whoever's taking pictures, be ready. So the only thing, just don't try and touch her because she will bite you. All right. So we'll get you come a little closer to me, and then we'll put her close to you. And only one other Eagle Scout had their nose bit off, but the cosmetic surgery looks so much better than the original, it was worth it. So I'm just kidding, that did not happen. Okay, so you're so tall, Cedros.
You gotta look at the camera, Cedros.
Wow. He's so awesome.
Camera Cedros, look at the camera.
She's getting tired.
I am, my hands. Remember, she's 10 pounds here. Okay, we're gonna do another cool shot, Cedros, if you're up to it.
All right.
So go to her left. And then, I'm gonna pick her up, since you're so tall. Maybe a little closer here. So I'll pick her up, and then if you'll put your hand under my glove, so under the glove, not where her talons are. Actually, it's the talons that are the killer, not the beak. So are you willing to do that?
Yeah.
And then she might get her wings out, and she does that, looks like it's a cool shot, that's not whatever. Okay, you ready to do that?
All right, yeah. I just.
Yeah, underneath. There you go. Goodness, she's really getting into it.
All right.
Is that good? Okay, well, Cedros, I would say that you have definitely passed your bravery test, and you more than deserve the rank of eagle. So, congratulations, Norma. I'd shake your hands, but with the conditions, we'll pass on that.
Sweet, sounds
so,
good.
yeah, you did great. Thank you. Wow.
That was really neat. Gabby, thank you so much for a wonderful presentation. Beautiful bird. All right, let's have a formation of the eagle's nest. So all the eagles, come on over here to the nest, and then we'll have a presentation by Phil on the significance of the eagle rank.
No, Donnie's on it. Oh, yeah, it's done. Stand up.
I guess I don't need to sit down. The Eagle rank. You know, boys come in Scouts and they think, my brother's got Eagle, or somebody else has got Eagle I really respect. I think I want to go for that. But what does it really mean? You start out as a tenderfoot when you first come in. We haven't got any of our tenderfeet here tonight. Well, some of us have tender feet. But you have to work your way up. And you start off learning some of the very basics of the outdoor skills. Oh, we got one here, don't we, John? Good to see you here. Why don't you come up and sit with our Scouts? But you start learning the basic skills of outdoors. Now that used to be a real necessity. You know, when we first started scouting, we weren't that far away from the pioneers coming across, and they had to use those outdoor skills to survive. Now, the outdoor skills as we teach them to the new scouts that come in, that's kind of foreign stuff. Build a fire? You're only giving me one match and you want me to build a fire? But after that, we start building on other skill sets. We start learning the skills of life with the different merit badges that we teach. Things like personal management, personal fitness. What are some of the others that we need to get? What are you missing there, John? You're not missing any, are you? There's our next Eagle Scout right there. Okay? Jared, what are you missing?
The Eagle Scout project.
There's our next one in, well, I take it back. David's got you beat. Okay? So we've got a lot of boys that are working their way all the way up through this, and they're earning a lot of different merit badges. What does it mean to be an Eagle Scout? Back in 1965, and I might put a little side note here, they changed the requirements of Eagle to include an Eagle project. You realize before that they didn't have an Eagle project? Guess what? I got my Eagle before October 1965. So I had my Eagle project all lined up, but they said, oh, you don't need it. Okay with me. Okay? But what does it mean when you get to that point? The Eagle project is kind of an important feature. I think I've done my Eagle project several times over since then, but it's kind of the capstone. And it shows something significant about these young men. Because they're supposed to take this project and do it themselves. They've learned all these skills in scouting, but now they have to take and do that Eagle project. They have to plan it, they have to get it approved, and then they have to go and do it. But they don't do it all by themselves either. Okay? What's one of the key components of that, John? What's the key component of that? Leadership. You get other people to help you with that. You're demonstrating that you've gone through the Eagle requirements, and now you're going to show that you have those leadership skills to earn the right to become an Eagle Scout. But does it end there? It does not end there, because now that you're an Eagle Scout, look at all these Eagle Scouts over here. Okay? Any of them look like slackers to you? I don't think so. Okay? What an Eagle rank means is you're willing to go out and serve the community. You're going to continue to serve in scouting as a junior assistant scoutmaster. Okay? Because why? You love it, don't you? It gets into your blood. Don't let it get in there too far, because you'll be there for 50 some odd years. I've been a scoutmaster for over 50 years. And I don't necessarily love the hard work, but I love seeing the young scouts come in with the enthusiasm and being able to teach them and watch them grow. And that's what you're starting to work on. Okay? So you continue to give that leadership for the rest of your life. When you go and apply for a job and you say, I'm an Eagle Scout. What's that saying? That's saying, I know how to work. I know how to lead. I'm honest. Cheerful, friendly, thirsty, brave, clean, and reverent, and all those other things. Okay? But that's what that signifies. You're certified as being capable and willing to do all of that other stuff. That's what it means to be an Eagle Scout. Take the challenge, guys. Finish it out. Become one of those loyal people that we need in this day and age. There are a lot of slackers out there, all tied up with their video games and all that other kind of stuff. I can laugh because I know some of my scouts have an addiction there, but they're willing to fight through that and get that, okay? But we need Eagle Scouts more than ever in this generation, willing to lead and be those kind of examples for everybody. I say that on my Eagle Scout oath. Thank you.
Thank you, Phil. Wow, he's been in scouting for a long time. You boys are lucky to have him be a part of this troop. Not only you, but Jeff and I as well. What a great scouter. I'm curious to find out how many Eagles he has under him that he has put boys through. I'll bet there's a lot. Let's present Cedros his Eagle rank. Would you please escort your parents up here, Cedros? Escort her.
Pick her up and carry her.
Fantastic. Cedros, who would you like to present to you your Eagle rank and put it on your shirt?
It's less likely to stab.
I will put your eagle on the Nice. A mentor pin to present, so the time is yours. I have a script here, so.
Alright, so before I start, I just want to say thank you to my parents for supporting me for scouting all these years, and for just really grateful for my mom for helping me like when I was super discouraged, like during COVID, there was like a few times when I was discouraged and I didn't want to do it, and just a lot of discouragement with like the plague and stuff. But my mom, she really helped me push through, get it done, and I'm really grateful for that. And then there's my dad, who's been a scoutmaster like the entire time I've been scouting, so like a long time, and I'm really grateful for him for taking me on all those campouts and for teaching me tons of stuff. Like, it's crazy, but yeah. Anyways, get a round of applause for my parents. All right, so let me see. First off, wait. Okay. Oh, sure. Alright, so first I'm gonna give my first memory pin to Brother Miles. Is he here today? He's not here today. He's sick, so pray for him. I'm awarding that to him because he was like really pushing me and motivating me in the middle of sickness and discouragement to finish what I'd set out to start so many years ago. I remember there was a few times during COVID when I hadn't seen my friends for just weeks, and he would longboard over to my house with like these leather gloves, like these leather working gloves, not longboarding gloves. and with like his mask, and we would just sit out on my porch and we'd just like talk about like
like what are we gonna do and what signatures we need to get, and like how much time we have to do before I turn 18. Yeah, so that's why I gave him the first one, because he really helped me finish my Eagle. Then the second one goes to Phil Brown for helping me be a leader in the troop, and for his somewhat friendly teaching methods and his very straightforward way of speaking. Or I saw an example of that. And
Somewhat. It's kind of funny.
Goes to Brother Johnny Lloyd for his willingness and strength in being a leader of scouts and men alike, and keeping our troop together, and for teaching me how to cook some delicious camp meals like camp burgers and pancakes, stuff like that. I skipped one. This one goes to Brother Zach Tippett for his seemingly limitless energy and cheerfulness while hiking and biking all over the county, and also introducing me to. So I went to scout camp and I had never had grilled cheese and tomato soup before, and that day I was really hungry, and I think I had like 3 sandwiches and like 2 bowls of tomato soup. It was the most heavenly thing I've ever eaten in my life. So good. But yeah, I want to work that food and all that. The next one goes to my grandpa, Dave Harmon, for helping me nurture a love of the outdoors and venturing into the unknown. As long as we had a good set of wheels, we could go to the highest peaks and the lowest valleys in just a few hours. We have a cabin up in the residence. We always go out for forever, and just we've gone just all over. And he also helped me teach me how to work. I worked for his I've worked for his lawnmowing company for a little bit when I was in high school, and helped me teach me how to work good and all that. So yeah. This one goes to somebody who isn't here. This one goes to my grandpa Wayne for being my prime role model in life and the type of man I want to be in life. And strong both physically and spiritually, Wayne was a mountain of men who I will always try to match in stature and character. Even though he's passed on, I want to thank him for helping me with my Pinewood Derby cars and taking me hunting and eating pancakes in the morning, and for watching movies I probably shouldn't have been watching. When I was young, and tons of other things, and These men have all helped me with turning into the person I am today, and I wouldn't be the same without them. I ask that you give them another round of applause.
One more award I need to give to Cedros. So the requirements to earn the rank of Eagle, you need 21 merit badges. Cedros has gone just a little bit beyond that, actually earning 42 merit badges, which gives him requirements that he can earn palms after 5 merit badges after each Eagle, or after your Eagle to earn a palm. So he has earned 4 palms, a bronze, silver, and gold, and a double bronze. So I will put on 1 palm on his pocket that will represent a double bronze palm. I've never seen a scout receive 4 palms.
It's gonna break up all these awards and
Okay, the rules of this used to be that after you turn 18, you can't get any more palms. But recently, thanks to the research of his father, the boys can receive palms after they turn 18 if they receive their Eagle rank. So that rule has changed. That's something that kind of caught me off guard because it didn't used to be that way. So congratulations, that's an awesome achievement.
Jason Taylor will now present to you the Eagle charge.
Had to bring that down. I've been associated with the Harmon family for many years. Brother Dave Harmon and I served in the same mission field in the Philippines. We were never companions, but we saw each other often, and I've always admired him, and now I get to admire his family. Cedros, you come from a great family. We'll say one other thing. We talk about a boy becoming an Eagle. He's earned his Eagle rank. But more than that, you have become an Eagle. All these attributes that she talked about as an Eagle, being trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, the same attributes that this Eagle has, that's what you've become. And that is what you are to maintain now throughout your life, because you have become that Eagle. You have not merely just earned the Eagle rank, but you have become an Eagle. And that's what this charge will kind of help you understand. Face them and give me the scout salute. And then please repeat after me. I reaffirm my allegiance
I reaffirm my allegiance
to the 3 promises of the Scout Oath.
to the 3 promises of the Scout Oath.
I thoughtfully recognize
I thoughtfully recognize
and take upon myself
and take upon myself
the obligations and responsibilities
the obligations and responsibilities
of an Eagle Scout.
of an Eagle Scout.
On my honor, I will do my best
On my honor, I will do my best
to make my training and example,
to make my training an example,
my rank and my influence,
my rank and my influence,
count strongly for better scouting
count strongly for better scouting
and for better citizenship
and for better citizenship
in my troop,
in my troop,
in my community,
in my community,
and in my contacts with other people.
and
In my contacts with other people.
in my contacts with other people.
To this I pledge
To this I pledge
my sacred honor.
my sacred honor.
2. Congratulations.
Remarks by Jeff Harmon. Following, we'll have a song led by Jill Taylor, My Country 'Tis of Thee. Then we'll have Retrieving of the Colors by John Patterson, Evan Harmon, and Glade Harmon, and the closing prayer by David Harmon Jr.
I don't know if you guys know this, but Cedros started scouting when he was 8 years old. So, Boy Scouting actually. He did Cub Scouting, but when I got called a Scoutmaster, I started taking him on scout campouts. And then when he turned, I think 11 or 12, the state came out and said that if we had any kids under 12 or under 11 that they couldn't go anymore. But he was already 11 or 12, and so I was really excited that he already got to do that with us. So, Cedros' favorite part of the scout law is friendly. And that really fits his personality. He's real happy, he's very social, and he's a real good kid. Real good young man. His favorite part of the Scout Oath is do my best to do my duty to God and my country. He really loves our country, and he really loves God. And a few memories I have of Cedros is, I remember we went to Zion's National Park when he was, I think, 10 or 11, and he was the slowest kid getting out to the area that we were getting out to. He was Diamond Point, and everybody kept asking me, "Where's Cedros? Where's Cedros?" And I was like, "Well, he's coming. It's okay. I'll go a little slower. I'll walk with him." And people kept saying stuff to him about how slow he was. And right after that, we had a great time, and we took some pictures, and then all of a sudden, Cedros just disappeared. And everybody was like, "Where is he?" And I said, I thought I saw him take off in front of us. And he was the first one back to the cars. And I was like, "Wow." I said, "You went from the slowest kid to the fastest kid." I go, "Cedros," I said, "What? How come you went so fast this last time? I didn't even get to see or take pictures of you or anything." And he goes, "Dad, I was determined." I still remember that. And a couple other things about Cedros is Cedros had his swimming merit badge. He got that done in like 2 or 3 hours. And an opportunity came about to do his hiking merit badge. And he didn't need it. He already had his electives, and he already had his swimming. He didn't need hiking. And we talked him into doing it, and it wasn't easy, was it? It was real hard. No. It was real hard. In fact, I even had a blister on my toes for about 9 months after we did the last 20-mile hike. And but he did it, and he did it because it was hard, and it was a challenge. Another thing he did is we had the Viking merit badge become available too, that we're working on as a troop, and he did that too. And with that, you have to do a 50-mile bike ride, which we went from all of Salt Lake County, basically from Lake Draper up to Bountiful and back, and along with a whole bunch of other 10 and 25-mile bike rides that we did in between that. And it was a real good experience, and I'm glad that I got in shape for a couple months to do that with them as well. The other thing is, as Cedros was getting older, a lot of there becomes like a negative attitude towards scouting as kids get older. I noticed, and with some kids, with Cedros, it never happened. He kept liking it, and he kept wanting to go. In fact, he went on a camp out about a year ago, I think, with us. And we basically had everything done. He still went camping with us, and he's been involved with the troop. And I just wanted to, currently right now, he's a junior scoutmaster in the troop. Just a couple of statistics. In 2019, 8% of Boy Scouts achieved the rank of Eagle. 2020 came around, only 4% achieved the rank of Eagle. 2021 came about, less than 4%, like around 3.5 to 4% became the rank of Eagle. Cedros, I am very proud of you. I'm very proud of you. And I appreciate this adventure of a lifetime that you've given me to be in our scout troop and to keep that high energy, that excitement all the way until you've got your Eagle and beyond. Thank you. And you have a bright future in front of you. I love you. Thank you.
This is a cappella, so we need every voice loud, please. Ready?
Sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my fathers died, and of the pilgrims fled. From every mountainside, let freedom ring. My native country, thee, land of the noble free, thy name I love. I love thy rocks and rills, thy woods and templed hills. My heart with rapture thrills, like that above. Let music swell the breeze, and ring from all the trees, sweet freedom song. Let mortal tongues awake, let all that breathe partake, let rocks their silence break, the sound prolong. Our fathers, God, to thee, author of liberty, to thee we sing. Long may our land be bright with freedom's holy light. Protect us by thy might, great God our King.
Color guard attention. Audience, will you please surprise? Color guard, retrieve the colors of the United States of America. Retrieve the colors. Salute. Color guard, forward march. Color guard called. 2. The audience may be seated.
Order,